Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to our video. And now in this video we want to presentation about journal article review. Okay, as the same with another video, before we started the presentation, I want to introduce all of the member. Okay, we are from group 2 and my name is Rahma Adellia. My friends are Wayan, Diki, Atmaja, Gusti Paramitha, Salsabilla, Damar, Setyo, Nugroho, Ruth, Pratiwi, and the last Cinta, Indah, Harrsyafira, Roslan. Okay, let's start the presentation. Enjoy! Okay, now I want to tell you about the contents of the presentation. You can see on the PowerPoint slide, and the first content is identity of the journal review, the second, reviewer of this journal article, the third, the summary of the journal article, the fourth, the strength, the fifth, the weakness, and the last, conclusion. Okay, let's we discuss one by one about all of the contents. Now I want to explain about the first content, identity of the journal article. Let's restart it. Okay, the title of the article is Movement Concentrated on Interpersonal Coordination and Communication, and the name of the journal is Journal of Experimental Psychology, Human Perception and Performance. Years 2014, publication on July 21, 2014, and the writers are Michael T. Tolston, Kevin Shockley, Michelle O'Reilly, and Michelle Gr. Okay guys, and the link of DOI you can see on the PowerPoint slide because I and my friends get the write the link on the slide. Okay, now we want to move the another content and will be continued by my friends. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I hope you always in a good condition and full of happiness. In this precious opportunity, my friends and me will explain you or summarize the important points of the journal. The title is Movement Constraint or Coordination and Communication. But first, allow me to introduce our group. We are from Mercubuana Yogyakarta University, Faculty of Psychology, and currently we are completing the final project of English course in 13F6 class. Our group consists of 7 persons. They are me, Salsabilla, as an opener, and then Rahma Adellia as a first explainer in this time, and then Cinta, Indah, Harrsyafira as a second explainer, Gusti Paramitha as a third explainer, and then Damar Nugroho as a fourth explainer. Next, Ruth, Pratiwi as a fifth explainer, and the last is Wayan, Diki, Atmaja as a sixth explainer. So we are in the same grade, that is 5th semester, on Mercubuana Yogyakarta University, Faculty of Psychology. Okay, the explanation will be started by Rahma Adellia.
Hello, I'm back, and now I want to explain about the third content is the summary of the journal article. Okay guys, the process governing cognition and behavior are not solely a function of the brain, but emergent is interaction among cognition, action, and environment, including the social environment. Additionally, patterns of hand interaction during cognitive tasks that require a movement to a response option have been linked to cognitive state, and several studies have demonstrated an interaction between semantic processing and motor state. Okay, The next will be continued by my friends. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Cinta, Indah, Harrsyafira, Roslan, and I'm here to continue our presentation about human perception and performance. When two individuals communicate, they exhibit coordination in speech patterns and body movement. Coordination occurs both within and between the individuals. Recently, it has also been found that simply engaging in conversation with another person promotes coordination of postural sway patterns, an outcome consistent with previous well-known findings of interpersonal coordination. However, the functional role of interpersonal coordination with respect to effective communication and other measures of mutual cognitive alignment, such as joint attention, has yet to be clearly identified. And this is for my explanation. Thank you.
Okay, I will explain the method that used in this journal for 40 participants, 20 pairs took part in this experiment. 18 were recruited from the University of Cincinnati Psychology Participation Pool and 2 were recruited from Flyer advertising a cash incentive of $5 per half hours. 2 pairs failed to complete the task and their data were discarded. All participants were required to have normal or corrected to normal vision and were screened for neurological and movement disorders, balance problems, motion sickness, allergies to latex and spandex, and for the presence of the recent injuries that impaired their ability to move or stand. Only individuals who spoke English as a primary language were permitted to take part in the study. For materials and apparatus, our motion data were collected using a magnetic motion tracing system at a frequency of 30 Hz. Head data were collected at 60 Hz but downsampled to correspond to the collection frequency of waist and hand data. Thank you.
And the result they found is there a significant relation between speech, movement, coordination, and task performance. Total AP displacement of the hand, waist, and head of those individuals randomly designated as person, those free to gesture is asymmetric restraint condition, were positively correlated with the number of different phones, as were the total number of utterances made by person and by the diet on average. Hand movement, which in conversing diet affected the coordination patterns between individuals measured at the head, waist, and case, showing that local constraints placed on subunit of the action system affect interpersonal coordination across different levels of observation. And thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Pratiwi, and now I want to tell you about the strength and the weakness of this journal. The strength in this journal, the writer explains the human perception and performance clear enough for the readers to understand. The readers also explain the method they use for their experiment, and they explain the material comprehensive, and they also attach the statistic result. Next, the weakness of this journal. In this journal, the reader's language were quite difficult to understand, especially when they explain the result of their experiment. Thank you.
Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Wayan Diki Atmaja. My study number is 18081106. Okay, in this part, I will explain about conclusion of Human Perception and Performance Journal. Human Perception and Performance Journal explain the movement constraint on coordination and interpersonal communication. In general, individual when communicate will show coordination of speech pattern with their body movement, gaze, and cognitive performance. The study investigates the relationship between movement, stare coordination, and cognitive performance by examining the effect of restraining hand movement on level of coordination in conversation and their performance on shared cognitive tasks. The result after the research, namely the manipulation of restraint, did have an impact on the coordination of gaze. Spontaneous coordination of postural movement with others depend on the converter's ability to bring themselves into the same body configuration. Research found a significant link between speech, movement, coordination, and text performance, limiting the action system effort cognitive coordination. Furthermore, in cognitive relationship show a relationship between action and joint cognitive performance that is also consistent with the point of view of embodiment. The author explained it quite clearly, but when they explain the data and statistic result, they use language that is quite difficult for reader to understand. I think that's enough for me. Thank you.